I'm your boy Papa Ken. I'm coming to y'all a little bit different today. Um, Normally I would do the numerology reading and start on what I have to say, but let's jump right into it. The title of this video is a conversation about Oya. Now, I remember, I was searching through my old videos and I remember that I started doing the videos about the Odisha, but I never finished them. So, as y'all can see, if you look through some of my old videos, y'all see that I did the one about Ogun. Today is the day of Ogun, and normally we can venerate Ogun, with the forest, the railroads, railroad spikes, the color green. Um, his number would normally be four. Um, just to piggyback off that old video. Now, Oya is a very beloved Odisha of mine. Um, Now here's the thing: most Oya figures will tell you that you have to be initiated um, into the Yoruba traditions to literally work with these spirits or these orishas. Me, on the other hand, I have a mentor that teaches me. So I guess, with a little bit of time and practice, you can really learn the science. But Oya is the Orisha of the wind. Um, Her full name is Oya Yansa. Oya Yansa is the Orisha of the wind. She is the queen of the marketplace. Why we say that is because she is a very powerful businesswoman. And a lot of the folklore that you hear within the Orishas will say that Oya is she's the wife of Shango. Um, she is normally it goes like this. She would be the sisters of Yemaya and Oshun, but it's different. It's different parts. It really just depends on what house you're in. It really just depends on who's telling it. But for now, she is the Odisha of the wind, and she's I guess you could say the eldest sister of Yemaya and Oshun. Um, Another title that she has, she is the Queen of the Witches. Um, she's very powerful, very fierce. Um, Another way you can, I wouldn't say size up. I hate to say that, but another way you could um, think about, oh yeah, she would have the energy of Sek Earth. Sek Earth would be the Netaru of Saturn in a way. She sort of has that energy, but astrologically, she really rules over Scorpio. With Scorpio deals with a lot of death, transformation. Um, I'm so mean. Okay, but sorry, I get so distracted. But anyway, Oya deals with transformation. She deals with the death, in essence, in death. Um, so a lot of her rulership comes from the cemetery. Um, that's where you can find her. The marketplace. Places where there's trade, business, stock. Um, when it comes to Oya, you have to be very careful with her dealing with the storms and winds. There's a certain way you can come to her, as I've heard, and as my mentor, he brings about it. Um, you there's a certain way you have to come to her. Normally, you can't go to Oya and you deal with Oshun. Um, it's sort of a thing between them two, because when you deal with Oshun, you deal with love. You deal with Shango. This is the common factor between the two. With dealing with Oshun and dealing with Shango, they are in a relationship. Very true. But also the fact that Oya deals with Shango too. She's married to Shango. She's married to that Orisha. So essentially, Shango has three wives: Oya, Oshun, and Oba. I'll get back to that. That'll be another video, I guess. But with Oya, a lot of you get a lot of wind, you get a lot of rain, you get a lot of storms, and her energy is very potent. When it comes to a person that has Oya over their head, you'll get a lot of you get a person that has a lot of energy, that's very fierce. Um, she can be a psychopomp, so it's necromancy. With that, basically that means just dealing with the dead. Um, Another thing dealing with Oya, just take it with a grain of salt, but she is the definition of change. She is the ruler of transformation. So astrologically, speaking of Oya, we get not only do we get Scorpio, not only do we get Pluto, a lot of the times Aquarius and Uranus and Saturn can be can be connected to Oya in varying or lesser degrees, in a way, as well. I'm an Aquarius. With my son being an Aquarius, I deal with a lot of Uranus energy. I deal with a lot of Saturn energy. Not so much more Pluto, but it's just more so the change involved. I go through a lot of changes. Well, who doesn't? But speaking astrologically, she deals with a lot of those particular topics. So when it comes to Oya, you can find most people have that type of energy around them, especially if they're an Aquarius, if they're Scorpio. You know, Scorpio deals with transformation, secrets, death. So essentially, that's her. But the physical representation of Oya would happen to be um, the fabrics that you'll see most Iyanifas would wear, or when it comes to purple, a lot of purple. Um, beautiful fabrics. It'll normally just be 9. Her colors will be mixed, but more so like the rainbow spectrum. But her number will be 9. 9 numerically, if I'm saying it right, y'all. It deals with um, completion. It deals with change. It deals with finality. And with Oya, she is the representation of that number. So that that's that. And I can say personally, um, I probably had maybe one dream dealing with Oya, and it was connected to Papa Legba, but it was sort of mixed. I remember that um, mm, I remember that I was in this building, and the lady, she had a very dark fabric on her, and with with the way that I was coming about it, it seemed like I was walking or something like that. But the lady that was coming toward me, she had very long hair. Um, she seemed a little bit brighter skin tone. So with the skin tone, I wouldn't say it was Oshun. I wouldn't say it was Oba. I wouldn't say Yemaya, but it had a very dark. Uh, she had very dark clothes, and I can't remember exactly what I was saying about Papa Lekba, but it's like she automatically whisked me away. Like basically, she took her fingers and did something like this to that effect. And as I was saying something about Papa Lekba, the perception of the dream changed. It went like basically I turned, like the perception turned into a building, or like I went through a building. So I kind of connected that to Oya. I always have, but you know, I could be wrong. You know, just putting it out there. I could be wrong. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. I'm finding out. So dealing with that, she deals with magic. I would say not only do she deal with magic, but if you don't know what you're doing with Oya or any of the Orishas, always go to someone professional. Um, there is people out here that, like I said, that's not initiated and can work with the Orishas just as well. I wouldn't say I'm one of them. I'm more so observant, and I'm really in a space of trying to get a clear definition of things myself. Now, I am pretty good at tarot reading, as y'all know, but when it comes to magic, I try to be careful and I try to be very observant on those, with those certain orishas. But Oya deals with a lot of, if you see a picture of Oya, you will notice that she deals with the wind. So she usually have a whip, a horsetail whip that she uses when in battle. She has a sword. So obviously, when it comes to magic, she deals with cord cutting, protection, of course, necromancy. So those are some of the things that you can deal with Oya. And her day normally it's really steeped in a lot of different backgrounds. Cause see, when it comes to Ifa, most will tell you Saturday. It deals with Saturn. Um, some say Friday, some say Thursday, some say Wednesday. With tomorrow being Wednesday, but I normally link that being the day of Mercury. Eshu, Elegbara, Papa Legba. So Thursday is more so linked with Jupiter, and that's more so Shango. So I guess it's more so about what makes you feel comfortable. So to me, when I first started out dealing with the Orishas, it was more so Wednesday. So her offerings, that day that I would happen to venerate Oya, I would first meditate, listen to her cantos, which is, her prayers or her songs. You can find them all on YouTube. I would give her an offering of eggplant, 9 eggplants, I guess you. I never really just cook with eggplant, so I could be wrong. But you know, she deals with chicken. I don't want to say black chicken, but I kind of do. Um, I think it's rooster or it could be hen. I could be wrong, y'all, but um, she deals with a lot of meat, red meat. And again, I could be wrong, y'all. She deals with meat, a lot of spiciness, um, squash, yams, uh, butter beans. Why? Like I guess you could say I'm getting a lot of this from her. A lot of squash, yams, butter beans. Um, there's a cola nuts. Cola nuts. She deals with cola nuts as well. Shea butter. I learned that she likes shea butter. She deals with a lot of fabric. It got to be beautiful because again, she's the queen. She's the queen of the ancestral realm. So um, you can link that with her. If you can find a horsetail whip for Oya, that would be fine. But dealing with her, as I've happened to have my personal experience with Oya, she comes in a stern manner, meaning that it's not going to be much said, but it will make a whole lot of sense if you let it marinate. I remember one evening, um, I think I was either meditating before work or I was off one day or something to that effect. But I remember I was meditating and she kind of came. Well, I was listening to her song anyway, that way I can get in that vibe. I think it was the day of Oya, which to me was Wednesday. But someone on Instagram deals with the Orishas as well, and she asked me. She was like, "Do you happen to venerate Oya? Do you deal with her?" And I said yes, and she let me know that I guess in a way she kind of confirmed that I was her child in a way. But again, you never know with the Orishas. You never know. So I kind of I told her yeah, and she let me know that the people that I was dealing with, they need to move around. I kind of need to disconnect from them, and I thanked her, and it was quite a it wasn't a shocking experience. It was just more so I knew where it came from. I knew the person that told me could be validated. So um, now looking back on that now, I can say that a lot of the transformations and a lot of the challenges that I've been dealing with was linked to Oya because of certain things, with death and dealing with necromancy. So this was more so of a very humble thank you and a very humble shout out to Oya because when you deal with your Orishas, it's not more so like a woman that deals that's riding the winds. It's more so a personal transformation and the energy of of those particular points in your life that you need transformed. And I can tell you working with Oya, it's been quite amazing. Quite amazing. I'm wearing her color today, y'all, which is not necessarily purple, but this jacket is maroonish color, and she loves maroon. She loves purple. I wouldn't say black. Yeah, I could be wrong, but masks. I had a mask for her altar when I had my apartment. Um, it was very beautiful, very beautiful. I had the layout. It was very beautiful. But yeah, if you not sure of how to work with her, I would say meditate and listen to some of her songs. Like I said, you can find them all on YouTube. Dealing with nine, maybe like nine pennies, um, copper, brass, jewelry that's linked to Oya. She has a certain symbol that I might have to find. Hopefully I can put it in the description of this video. But she deals with she deals with a lot, and you'll know that certain people, if certain birthday, I guess certain birthdays to meet certain numbers astrologically, because I'm linked with the life path number 9, and again, that's her number. So it's a lot of things that you can connect the dots with that say, or like Papa Legba if you have a life path 3, or if you like, if your favorite color is red and black. It's just certain things that link to the Orishas, to the Loa. But I would always say, before I get off here, to make sure, go with a Babalao, a credible Babalao, a credible Iyanifa. Go to a Tata, go to a Yeye. What else? Go to a Wungan, go to a Mambo. This information that I'm letting out, it's, I wouldn't say it's not necessarily credible. It's valid, but again, I'm just a mystic. I'm just a a practitioner, so I could be wrong. Always go to someone professional. Again, this is Papa Ken's Corner. Hopefully, I shed some light dealing with Oya today. So y'all have a very blessed and beautiful Tuesday.